Good evening, and welcome to a historic event in the life of Seton Hill, the public launch of Framing the Future, the campaign for Seton Hill University. Tonight, the alumni, donors, faculty, staff, and students gathered here are coming together to not just celebrate where we are, but to look ahead to where we are going. Since the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill first broke ground on a hill above Greensburg, this institution has been defined by a calling to meet the needs of the time. We have evolved from a small college for women into a leading coeducational university. Yet our core remains unchanged. We educate the whole person through our Catholic Setonian tradition. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, and it is our responsibility to ensure the foundation they built is strong enough to support the dreams of the next century and beyond. Throughout the evening, you will learn more about Framing the Future and our goal to raise $110 million by 2028, the 110th anniversary of Seton Hill's founding as a four-year institution. The key priorities of Framing the Future are to support mission and identity initiatives that foster our Catholic Setonian heritage, scholarships and academic support services that ensure that a Seton Hill education remains within reach for every talented student, strategic growth through innovation, including academic program development and new and updated facilities that provide students the resources to succeed in a rapidly changing global economy, as well as outreach and community engagement initiatives that strengthen the programs that allow our students to serve, grow, and lead here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, and beyond. I now invite Sister Mary Norbert Long, Provincial Superior of the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill, to offer a blessing.
Gracious and loving God, we gather today with hearts full of gratitude to celebrate the legacy of those who walked before us and to commit ourselves to the generations yet to come. We remember with reverence Mother Aloysia Lowe, Sister Francesca Brownlee, and all the founding Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill, whose courage and vision transformed this landscape into a university committed to welcoming, learning, celebrating, and serving. We ask for the continued intercession of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, that her spirit of humility, simplicity, and charity, and daring faith may guide our hands as we build upon the foundation she inspired. Lord, we ask your blessing upon this capital campaign. Framing the future, may our efforts be more than just the raising of funds. Let them be an act of stewardship for the mission of Seton Hill University. Bless the visionaries who have mapped our faith. Bless the benefactors whose generosity reflects your own abundance. Bless the faculty and staff who put plans into action. Bless the students who are the heart of our purpose, that they may find here the tools to lead with integrity and compassion to serve a world in need. In this season of renewal, bring our Setonian community closer together. Grant us the wisdom to see the needs of the future and the boldness to meet them with joy. May everything we do begin with your inspiration and continue with your help, so that all our work and this campaign may find its completion in you. We ask this in your holy name, and we say, Amen.
Thank you, Sister Mary Norbert. Your presence and the presence of many of the Sisters of Charity who are with us this evening is a powerful reminder of the Sisters' enduring legacy that we must carry forth for future generations. Now, please join me in welcoming students, faculty, staff, alumni, and benefactors who will tell the story of Seton Hill, where we have been and where we are going, and how the Framing the Future campaign is having an impact on their lives.
For anyone living, working, or learning on Seton Hill's campus, or at Caritas Christi, for anyone in Greensburg for that matter, the sound of passing trains has always been background music during our waking, and sometimes our sleeping hours, the call and answer of their distant dialogue. One sonorous, the other a little sassy, are part of our unconscious soundscape, as familiar as the sounds and the smells when crossing from the carpets of admin onto the antique, creaking wooden floors of Mara.
Those passing trains have transported goods and people across Appalachia and the Mid-Atlantic since 1852. Today, they carry students and staff from Seton Hill to New York and through Pittsburgh to DC to historical sites, to see Broadway plays, to go home for the holidays. Before the Pennsylvania line, when the Greensburg Depot was just a one-story brick building, before Greensburg was a city, in fact, one VIP, one very important passenger, saw something out of a train window. Mother Aloysia Lowe saw a beautiful, expansive hillside, a hillside that looked like home.
What was known locally as the Jennings Farm would become the new home for the Sisters of Charity. In 1882, using all of their small treasury, which they kept in a little black handbag, the founding sisters moved from Altoona to the highest hill in Greensburg. There were a few buildings, including the Stokes Mansion, that could be renovated. This would be used immediately as the home of the first 7 girls of St. Joseph's Academy. The scenic tree-lined road we climb today was first a trail of stones found by the sisters, every stone laid by their hands, foundation.
These sisters had spunk. Something needed to be built, so they built it. Most of us have heard the story of how Mother Aloysia Lowe instructed the sisters to sit on the boxes of inferior materials until more satisfactory replacements were delivered. These were not just buildings, these were our foundation.
By 1886, the girls outgrew the Stokes Mansion, so the sisters brought out their shovels, breaking ground and building by hand a new living space for the students and the sisters. Little could they imagine that their efforts would expand to include all that Seton Hill is today.
And oh, they imagined. They imagined big. These women were visionaries, trailblazers, firebrands. They expanded the Conservatory of Music, the Conservatory of Art, St. Mary's School for Boys, occupying the Stokes Mansion, Seton Hill Junior College, and Seton Hill College, a 4-year college for women in 1918.
When they encountered difficulty obtaining the charter, the sisters went on the campaign trail, cashed in their assets, and called in all their favors to make it happen. And they offered their work as faculty, staff, and administrators as collateral, as a living endowment.
See what I mean? It's that spunk. Supported by their fellow sisters, their families, and other benefactors, the sisters earned advanced degrees from some of the best university programs in the country in preparation for their college teaching roles. Each year, enrollment grew as new programs were populated.
In 1946, the first male students, World War II veterans, were accepted. Seton Hill's commitment to educate those in the armed forces continues today, as the university is consistently recognized as a best college for veterans and as a military-friendly school. While the World War II veterans were the first males to study at Seton Hill, programs in the arts began enrolling male students in 1986.
Now let's fast forward to 2002. Seton Hill officially went co-ed. If this wasn't shocking enough for some, the first male sports programs began in this year. The Griffin became the official mascot of Seton Hill.
And that same year, Seton Hill was officially granted university status by the Pennsylvania Board of Education. This was a tremendous achievement, and it brought with it new demands for growth of graduate and adult degree programs.
New buildings sprung up all over campus: apartment-style residence halls, the McKenna Recreation Center, the Performing Arts Center, and the Dance and Visual Arts Center, comprising the downtown campus, and the Joanne Woodyard Boyle Health Sciences Center, named for the longest-serving Seton Hill University president, whose spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship helped the university grow exponentially.
That spirit has continued under the leadership of President Mary Finger, who we have the privilege of knowing and working alongside. Her vision, along with those of the Sisters of Charity, faculty, administration, and alumni, continues to build upon the mission of our founding Sisters of Charity.
I am so proud to be a part of Seton Hill's mission and a part of its enduring legacy. I plan to go into the world thinking and acting critically, creatively, and ethically as a productive member of society committed to transforming this world.
When I hear the whistles of those trains that practically cut across our campus, I will think of Mother Aloysia Lowe, waving out the window to all who were, are, and will be changed forever by her vision.
A number of Setonians would now like to share how this institution has impacted them and how Seton Hill continues to move forward.
We'll start at the heart of all that we do at Seton Hill, our mission and identity.
When Catherine Murray Ryan, champion of Catholic education, Seton Hill benefactor, and a recipient of the Elizabeth Ann Seton Medal, offered remarks at Seton Hill's commencement in May 2021, she shared Mother Seton's remarkable story of resilience in the face of adversity. And she offered the new graduates sage advice, saying, "Whatever road you travel, you will always have a steady and reliable companion in the person of Elizabeth Ann Seton. Feel free to call upon her often and let her be your guide." During my time at Seton Hill, I have deepened my faith through my involvement with campus ministry, both as sacristan and as a member of the inaugural cohort of Setonian Mission Scholars. As a scholar, I have been able to engage with the Sisters of Charity and help keep the Catholic Setonian mission of the institution they built alive on campus. I know as I head to dental school, I will carry what I learned as a Setonian scholar and live by the Setonian mission by serving people in need. And I will always have a steady companion in Mother Seton.
I've taught in the theater program for over 2 decades, but I've come to more fully understand the mission and identity of this institution over this last academic year by embarking on the Journey with Elizabeth program. Through readings and group discussions, our cohort of faculty and staff have worked to recognize the Catholic Setonian heritage of this institution. We do this so that we can better incorporate the tenets of Catholic social teaching and Catholic intellectual tradition into our classes and into the lives of our students. I find this happening daily, whether I'm advising a student one-on-one or teaching a class, developing a lesson plan, or working with colleagues, collaborating across disciplines, or working to reach out into the community with the performing arts. I find strength, I find hope, and I find a greater sense of purpose because I am walking in the steps of our pioneers. Though fewer Sisters of Charity walk the halls of Seton Hill today, the faculty and staff here will carry forth their legacy and uphold the mission of Seton Hill for generations to come.
When St. Elizabeth Ann Seton began her mission of educating young people, she ensured that her schools were to be available to all, not only those with means.
And when the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill established themselves here in Greensburg, they too followed Mother Seton's commitment to education for all.
Today, we follow in the legacy of Mother Seton and the sisters as we work to make a Seton Hill education both affordable and accessible through scholarships and academic support services that provide students with what they need to attain their degree.
My family is deeply devoted to St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, and our history is rooted at Seton Hill. My mother attended college here, but graduated from Duquesne, and my sisters, Ada, Gloria, and myself are all graduates of Seton Hill. The Sisters of Charity were instrumental in our education. They taught us, in word and in deed, how to be agents of change in the world. Our family has tried to give back to Seton Hill for all the institution and the sisters have done for us, particularly through scholarship giving. Through our scholarships, we honor our dear departed loved ones and also those who are still with us, with a breadth of scholarships that support adult student learners, students studying business, those who wish to broaden their horizons by studying abroad, and those learning more about the Holocaust. One scholarship is especially dear to me. Several years ago, I was contemplating a new gift to Seton Hill when I learned of a nursing student who needed additional financial aid to stay in school and complete her degree. I knew exactly what I should do. I created an endowed scholarship in my parents' names, Ralph and Gloria Fiorelli, to support nursing students at Seton Hill, and I ensured there was an initial gift that provided immediate aid to students with significant need. The beauty of scholarship giving at Seton Hill is that donors receive letters of gratitude each year from student recipients. One of the inaugural student recipients wrote to me recently. She told me about her job as a critical care nurse at a UPMC facility and how much my gift transformed her life. That brings home to me that what happens at Seton Hill and what donors support can change the course of lives now and for generations to come.
When I first came to Seton Hill, I planned to study journalism. But after experiencing a significant illness my freshman year, I realized just how much of an impact that healthcare providers can make. This experience inspired me to change my major to nursing, a decision that has shaped both my purpose and my future goals of someday becoming a nurse practitioner. But because I am a first-generation college student and I am paying my own way through school, the financial burden of higher education can be daunting. I am grateful for donors like Ms. Fiorelli, whose support of scholarships have had a profound impact on my ability to continue my studies, stay focused on my goals, and work toward a future that I am proud of.
As a Ruth O. Block Grant Scholar at Seton Hill, I have been afforded opportunities beyond my wildest dreams. Thanks to the scholarship, I have not only received the financial resources to focus on my studies and take advantage of meaningful experiential opportunities, such as studying abroad in Córdoba, Spain, but I have also received the invaluable gift of mentorship. My mentor has actually offered me advice and helped me secure opportunities that are helping me towards my ultimate goal of becoming a lawyer. Thanks to him, I had the tenacity to pursue an internship at the city courthouse in Córdoba, which significantly expanded my knowledge of the legal process in a global context.
The opportunity to pursue higher education has been a true blessing for me. My father did not attend college, and my mother took some classes but never finished. I loved to learn in colleges where I knew I could begin to build a life for myself. But I was not sure at first whether I could find success. The Summer Bridge program at Seton Hill and the opportunity to stay on campus and take some classes during the summer before my freshman year showed me I could succeed. The support I have received from faculty and staff and from my advisor in the Center of Success have allowed me to grow and find a major that would best fit my passions and my purpose. As a global studies major, I plan to focus myself on helping others in my career, providing aid and support to those from disadvantaged backgrounds, and help them see the potential that others saw in me.
Beyond providing the resources to help students succeed, Seton Hill provides pathways. Through academic programs, updated facilities, and community engagement that help students find their calling in life.
Innovation. Finding opportunity in spite of obstacles, responding to the needs of students in our region, is at the heart of what we do at Seton Hill. The Sisters of Charity who taught my mother, the late Joanne Boyle, instilled in her that spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation. When she rose from the English faculty here to become president of Seton Hill in 1987, she found on her desk notes on how to close a college. But rather than take that advice, my mother instead looked to what was written in the Seton Hill Bulletin of 1919, the very first catalog of the new college. It said, "If the management of Seton Hill find a way of doing things that is better than their present method, they will replace all of that method or any part of it without scruple, for they are bound by no traditions, and they fear nothing but God's disfavor and the closed mind." President Emerita Joanne Boyle did just that by introducing graduate programs and securing the achievement of university status, as well as co-education for Seton Hill. And when President Mary Finger began her tenure in 2014, there was never a question that Seton Hill would continue moving forward. Today, as a proud trustee, I see firsthand how Seton Hill adapts and grows by creating innovative academic programs, building community partnerships, and constructing new facilities to enhance the student learning experience. The faculty, staff, and administration find inspiration in those that came before them, but they are not afraid to take risks to keep moving Seton Hill forward.
Cybersecurity, data science, MBA specializations in forensic accounting, and fraud management and cybersecurity risk management.
Nursing, doctorates in physical therapy and occupational therapy.
A decade ago, these programs did not exist at Seton Hill. But thanks to the Office of Academic Innovation and Planning, more than 40 new certificates, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs now exist in areas that will benefit the region.
Faculty have been given the resources and time to conduct research into new programs that employers are seeking and to develop them so that our students can find their place in the world.
And there are more programs to come. We need to prepare students for how AI will impact the world, the jobs that will be needed and those that will be obsolete.
Healthcare is constantly changing, and new graduate programs in nursing are on the horizon here at Seton Hill to meet those changes head on.
Beyond developing new programs, we need space on campus where our growing programs in the School of Business and Technology and the College of Health Professions and Natural Sciences can expand.
Sullivan Hall, that beautiful castle on the hill, will be reimagined to meet our growth in these areas. New classroom spaces and labs for nursing and physical therapy.
And new high-tech classrooms for business and technology, plus a campus center will transform Sullivan Hall into a space where students, like Elena, can thrive.
As a business major at Seton Hill University studying marketing, I have had opportunities in the classroom and beyond that have prepared me for what comes next. From AI analysis to market research to developing social media strategies, my professors always bring real-world scenarios into class and connect us with outside organizations where we can hone our skills. Last summer, I secured an internship with the minor league baseball team where I gained more hands-on experience in social media marketing and data analytics. And the Liberal Arts Foundation here at Seton Hill will ensure that I am prepared for whatever challenges lie ahead.
Academics rooted in the liberal arts remain the priority for Seton Hill, but life on campus would be incomplete without the advantage of co-curricular experiences, including athletics.
More than 100 years ago, a few Seton Hill women got together and started the very first athletics team on our campus, women's basketball. Over the decades, more teams were added for women, and when Seton Hill became coeducational in 2002, men's teams came online for the first time. Today, more than 1/3 of Seton Hill's undergraduate students are involved in our 20 NCAA Division II athletic programs. That's over 500 students wearing a Griffin uniform. Hundreds more participate in intramural sports or take advantage of the fitness opportunities available on campus.
The student athletes here at Seton Hill are driven in the classroom, in the community, and in their academic endeavors. Our student athletes routinely find themselves competing and winning on a national stage. And in spite of their busy schedules of practices and games, classes and community service, they excel academically, often being recognized with academic honors and awards. They are, to put it simply, great people, great scholars, great athletes who are competing and achieving at a high level in Division II athletics. People like Owen Mandler and his brothers Max and Eli.
I come from a baseball family with deep ties to the Griffins. My older brother played here and earned his degree in 2025, and my younger brother is currently a freshman on the team. As the middle child, I've had the unique opportunity to play with both of them. Baseball has been a part of our lives since we were little, and being able to play the sport we love while earning our degree is a dream come true. In playing at Seton Hill, a storied program, rich in success and tradition, has been better than anything I could have ever imagined. Student athletes are involved in every aspect of campus life. We're overachievers, and the efforts we are putting in today are building us into resilient, hardworking people who will find success in whatever we pursue. I am fortunate to have been a student athlete at Seton Hill, and I know future athletes will benefit from the new field house that is being built thanks to our generous donors. This indoor practice facility will allow us to achieve even greater success in athletics. I am grateful for my experience at Seton Hill, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
All that we do at Seton Hill doesn't just stay up on the hill.
Our efforts flow into Greensburg and beyond through economic development, cultural opportunities, and a spirit of service.
As I traveled the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania during my time as First Lady, it became clear that collaboration was the key to strong communities. Our cities and towns and our colleges and universities could not and should not operate at arm's length from each other if either wanted to be successful. Each is dependent on the other. Embracing community partnerships became a key component during my tenure as chair of the Seton Hill Board of Trustees, and it is engagement with the community that allows Seton Hill to continue to thrive today. Seton Hill generates more than $194 million annually in economic development for Pennsylvania, an amazing contribution to the vitality of our region and our Commonwealth. But beyond dollars and cents, Seton Hill provides cultural opportunities for residents in the area through theater, dance, and art shows in our 2 downtown buildings, and lectures on the Hill. Our students dedicate thousands of hours every year to service in the community, often through their classwork. And our graduates are staying in the region to serve as healthcare professionals, educators, and creators, all working to make our communities better. We celebrate new and emerging partnerships to support entrepreneurs building small businesses in rural communities as we stand with those working to create a strong future for this region and for our world. While the Sisters of Charity founded this institution on a hill in Greensburg, its reach has extended far beyond the 200 acres Mother Aloysia purchased more than 140 years ago, beyond the city of Greensburg, beyond Westmoreland County, and beyond the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The impact of Seton Hill can be felt in every corner of the globe where you find a Seton Hill graduate. Women and men of great character, prepared to transform the world.
It has been such a pleasure to hear our students, our president, our alumni, our benefactors, and everyone who participated in the program share their perspectives and personal experiences about Seton Hill. We have something very special, very Setonian, alive in this room. We are living St. Elizabeth Ann Seton and Mother Aloysia Lowe's expansive visions, standing alongside them on this highest hill. It has been my honor to be part of this community for nearly 70 years. We have seen so much change on this campus and in our world. We take pride in all of the efforts of the sisters, in our faculty, our staff, and most especially in our students who constantly remind us of the vision Mother Aloysia saw from that train window. Their work has a ripple effect that has reached all of the students educated at Seton Hill, who have gone on in their own lives to take risks, to celebrate our differences, and to care for others. And now we find ourselves where our founders were once again. We have an opportunity to expand upon our mission, to lay stones that set a path to new opportunities for our students and our community, to climb towards higher aspirations and expectations and higher truths. Highest hopes for Seton Hill University. Charged with the changes and the challenges of this new expansion effort, we remember the words that St. Elizabeth Ann Seton wrote. Set your gaze on the future and always strive to fit your students for the world in which they are destined to live. We will continue to carry forward the faith and the courage of our foundresses. With our mission as our guideposts, we offer a Catholic Setonian education of the highest quality in an environment that fosters rigor, innovation, and collaboration. Thank you for your involvement in the life of this incredible institution. God bless.
Let's offer another round of applause for everyone who participated in that wonderful presentation. Each one of you reflects the Setonian spirit of Seton Hill so well. Thank you for sharing your stories with us. As chair of the Board of Trustees, co-chair of the Framing the Future campaign, and more importantly, as someone who believes deeply in the transformative power of a Seton Hill education, it is my profound honor to be with you today. It is truly an honor and privilege to be a part of this remarkable institution. Whether you are a benefactor who has given of their time, treasure, or talent to support Seton Hill, an administrator who is taking the vision of the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill and moving it forward, or a member of the faculty and staff who support the pillars of our mission in all that they do, all of us are here because we believe that what happens at Seton Hill matters. It matters to our students, it matters to the Greensburg community, and it matters to a world that needs the kind of ethical compassion leaders who graduate from Seton Hill. Today marks a milestone in the life of Seton Hill. We aren't just launching a campaign to meet the needs of today, we are framing the future to ensure Seton Hill thrives for the next century and beyond. I am pleased to introduce a video that highlights the priorities of the Framing the Future campaign and how it will transform the campus and the lives of our students.
Forward. It's a direction. It's progress. It's the future. At Seton Hill University, when we think of forward, we must look to the past. To St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, whose family motto, Hazard Yet Forward, was taken as a calling by Mother Aloysia Lowe and the Sisters of Charity, who built a world-class institution of higher education on a hilltop in Greensburg. These pioneering women took risks and embraced challenges while always looking forward, using their entire treasury to purchase the property that would ultimately house Seton Hill, sleeping on cots and using boxes as furniture in the early days, dedicating their evening recreation hour to building a better road, the sisters sacrificed because they recognized the power of education and its ability to lift people up and empower them to move forward. In building Seton Hill, they offered themselves as a living endowment, a promise that they would meet whatever lies ahead with courage, enthusiasm, and care. That focus on the future is evident throughout our history, and it is evident in our present. Faculty, staff, alumni, and leaders of Seton Hill have taken on that mantle of progress, helping students embrace technology, advance scholarship and research, and acknowledge the value of service to ensure they are prepared for the world in which they are destined to live. Now, framing the future. The campaign for Seton Hill University will keep Seton Hill moving forward by celebrating our shared Catholic Setonian history and mission, with an emphasis on mission, securing our students' success, and strategic growth through innovation. The campaign will expand opportunities for students, enhance academic and campus life, and strengthen Seton Hill's impact on communities. Mission is at the core of what we do at Seton Hill and is built on a commitment to offering a values-based education in the best tradition of the Sisters of Charity. With fewer sisters involved in the day-to-day life of the university, Seton Hill must look within our faculty, staff, students, and trustees to carry forth the faith and commitment of our founders. The campaign will continue and expand our Setonian Mission Formation Program so that our pillars of welcoming, learning, celebrating, and serving carry forth for generations to come. Today's students face a world moving at an unprecedented pace. Being prepared to understand, discern, and act in changing environments is a distinguishing mark of a Seton Hill education. We continue to prepare students for a global marketplace and a competitive world in need of faith and compassion. The campaign will provide resources to advance student success through scholarships and academic support services, and ensure that all students have access to a Seton Hill education in the tradition of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton and the Sisters of Charity. Seton Hill has always been entrepreneurial and innovative. What started as a small women's college with 2 graduates has grown over more than a century to a co-educational university with nearly 2,000 students, studying fields the founding sisters never imagined. The Framing the Future campaign calls for Seton Hill to grow strategically through innovation in academic program development, new and updated facilities, and outreach and community engagement. Over the past decade, Seton Hill created more than 40 new academic programs that meet the needs of the region's employers, while never forgetting the liberal arts at the core of the Seton Hill experience. Cybersecurity, nursing, physical therapy, global studies, data science. These programs are pathways to the future for our students and lead growth for Seton Hill. Sullivan Hall. The castle building serves as the backdrop to many Seton Hill photos. But to be functional and relevant to current and future students, Sullivan must be transformed. The restoration and renovation of this campus icon will feature state-of-the-art classrooms and labs for our growing programs in the health professions and business and technology. At the same time, more than 1/3 of Seton Hill students are athletes, and our athletic programs have outgrown existing facilities. A new athletic field house will provide practice space, locker rooms, and Seton Hill's first on-campus track to promote health and wellness for all students while helping our student athletes reach even greater heights. Seton Hill is an economic driver in Greensburg and beyond. Our students bring a vibrancy and vitality that does not exist in many small towns. Framing the Future will support Seton Hill's continued efforts in community engagement, helping us bring new entrepreneurial opportunities to the region. What began with the sisters has been sustained and fostered by lay leaders, educators, community members, students, alumni, and friends. In an evolving world, a world filled with information, rapid change, and contradiction, We are committed to offering an education of the highest quality to students and stewarding Seton Hill's position as a living center of a learning community where students can think and act critically, creatively, and ethically. With our mission as our guidepost, we continue to foster a learning environment that is rigorous, innovative, and collaborative. The future beckons. The Framing the Future campaign will allow us to respond with courage, enthusiasm, and care. We will create the next chapter in Seton Hill's rich history. Together, forward.
Thank you. The video you just watched and the stories you heard tonight, and I would like to take a moment and thank our presenters that include Sister Mary Norbert Long, Provincial Leader, our trustees, Linda Fiorelli, Elizabeth Boyle McDonald, Michelle Ridge, and our faculty, Tara Phillips, and staff, Rosalie Carpenter, Joe Domensik, and Jared Burns, and Tara Phillips, I think I may have said Tara, as well as our wonderful students and staff, Jasmine Browner, John Giasante, Camille Kuzinski, Alessandro Sanchez, Oceana Felipe Cernak, Alana Marion, as well, and Owen Mandel, as well as Coach Mirazoldi, coach of our baseball team, who has just surpassed 800 games here on campus. So thank you all. And I must say, Coach Mirazoldi has been the lead advocate for the new field house and has been done extraordinary work getting that to a place where we are beginning to see that come to fruition. From Mother Aloysia Lowe to Sister Francesca Brownlee to Dr. Joanne Boyle to the faculty, staff, administrators, trustees, alumni, and friends here today, every single member of this community has done their part to move Seton Hill forward with courage. Over the last several years, in our quiet phase of the campaign, which I'm not sure how quiet we've been, but we're, it's relatively quiet to where it is now. Over the last several years, we've been sharing with our benefactors our plans for the future, and they have understood this vision and supported it in extraordinary ways. Now, as we enter the public phase of the Framing the Future campaign, I'm pleased to announce our campaign total to date. And we have there you go. So, okay, so our campaign total is 96.31. This incredible momentum sets us well on our path to reach our goal of $110 million by 2028, and it's a testament to your belief in our students and our future. We have already started to see the impact of this campaign, new programs around mission and identity, new scholarships and support for student success, new academic programs that are meeting the workforce needs of the area, the community, the state, and beyond. And the most tangible of our efforts are building projects, which we know to be in place now because there's less parking on campus. So we have fences and construction signs are up, and we begin work on the new athletics field house, which we plan to open in fall 2027. So we hope that you are all here to tour that when it's open. That will be followed closely by the renovation of Sullivan Hall, planned to begin in earnest next spring. And while our goal is in sight, our work is not complete. I invite each of you to join us in this final stretch and help us build a future that is as bold as our past. Together, we will ensure that Seton Hill remains a dynamic presence in our world for the next century and beyond. Together, we will frame the future of Seton Hill University. Thank you for your generosity and for your partnership. Following this program, you are invited to continue to celebrate in the Ridge and Johnson rooms. As our final piece of the program, we would like to invite Joe Domensic to come back up to the stage. As you know, Joe presented earlier, and he's chair of the Department of Theater and Dance. And he will be accompanied on the piano by Thomas Golvier, a member of our music faculty, in the singing of our alma mater. Hazard, yet forward.
Please join along and sing with us. This is a group effort.
Alma mater, hail, we greet thee, sons and daughters come to meet thee. Keep us near thee, we entreat thee, dearest Seton Hill. Seton Hill, we love thee, make us worthy of thee, make us glow with zeal to know, warm as the skies above thee. Alma mater, may thy hoary years but brighter make thy story. Be to thee a crown of glory, dearest Seton Hill.
Thank you all. We invite you to continue the celebration in the Ridge and Johnson room.